Well, hello. It is I, Koryander, actress, SoundCloud rapper,
Who's the baddest witch in this club? I'm the baddest witch in this club.
and all-around spooky clown. If you're watching this, you are here for a drag tutorial by moi. I am not a professional, but I have been doing drag for about almost 2 years now. I started drag in 2023 during Pride because, funny little story, I wanted to go to Pride at Castaways in Lake Charles, and I got too chicken, so I stayed home and did drag. And that is how Koryander was born. Anyways, today I will be filming a tutorial so you know how to do the Cory mug. Insert picture. Right. Let's get started. So first, you're gonna wanna slick your hair back like me and, really show that receding hairline. And any old headband will do. Or wig cap. I used to use wig caps, but then I found out that they were making my hair recede even more. And I was like, great, that's fun. And if I didn't say already, we are going over just like a general mug for me. I like to do a lot of smoky eyes, so we're just gonna do a smoky eye today with like a cute red lip. Something simple. Something cute. Okay, so I skipped a little bit ahead just because like color correcting is kind of boring. Just put orange where there's facial hair if you grow it, or eye bags if that happens. But now we will be going in with the glue stick. Elmer's disappearing. And then what I like to do is, I don't like to glue my whole entire brow because that scares me. So I do about all the way up until here. I leave this part like just my natural brow. And so you'll just like go back and forth. Just go really in there against the grain. Get like a bunch of fucking... Oh, I can't curse. Just get a bunch of product in there. Girl, where is that brush? Here it is. Mine's dirty as fuck. Oh my god, I can't keep cursing. Just like use this brush. I feel like a beauty guru. Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Anyways, use this. Use the comb. That's what I'd use. And then comb them. Like, I guess northeast? And then just comb them. If you're identified female at birth, you could just use your natural brow. If you're a identified male, I would suggest doing this part. I would suggest doing the glue. And then let that I can't speak. Let it dry up. Yes. It shouldn't feel tacky anymore when you know. Now, once you have both eyebrows, with the layer, let them dry. And, do a layer or 2 or 3 if needed. Usually what I do this because I have big, bushy man brows. I will get Got2b glue hairspray, and I will, put it on my fingers, and I will go like this over the problem areas where I feel the hairs poking out. And I will just do that, and it helps it stay in place better for me. You don't have to do that, but I do it, and I like to destroy my eyebrows because I hate myself. I'm kidding. Now, once you feel like you're finally at your last layer, you want to get a good slick last layer. Now, warning. I am gross. I am terrible. What I like to do is I like to lick the glue stick like this. And I like to go in one more time. And it gives me a good, like, last layer. I did not want to lick that on camera again. Because that is ammo against me, mama. I already have people in group chats that use that picture of me licking this. It literally tastes like nothing. If you're scared about licking it, it tastes like nothing. It is non-toxic. It is meant for you to eat it if you so helpfully want to. But yes, once you have that last layer in, and then you let it dry, it's onto powder. So now that you're done with that, now you want to go in with your liquids. Reason you do liquids first is because if you do powders or liquids all at the same time, it gets muddy. It gets muddy real quick. And you don't want it to look muddy and all messed up, because that's just not cute. So, and also, don't forget your neck. Neck is vital because you don't want your face to be one color and then your neck to, like, be a different color if you use different colors.
Yes, Corey, that makes so much sense. Yes, that was English.
So now that you're done with putting your base, your foundation, now you're going to go on and go with your highlights and contours. So usually highlights, you like to keep it all in the center of the face, and to create the illusion that you always have a spotlight on you. Or that there's a light always hitting you at your center. So these are kind of the basic points where I put highlight on for me personally, but you can put it wherever you feel fit, or you can highlight whatever you feel fit. But yeah, that's a basic map of where I put my highlights. And then I just start to blend it out. And if the Beauty Blender does not sound like you are literally punching somebody when you are doing your makeup, then you're not doing it. You're not doing it right. You need to beat your face. That is what we call when you beat your mug. You are literally beating your face. And now for the contour. I'm just going to show you the basic points where I hit. I usually do like a little strange looking triangle. If that's even a triangle, I usually hit that right there and right there. And then, since I have like the biggest nose known to man, I go a lot in. And then I also do my jaw. Because honestly, when you're doing contour, you're casting new shadows, and that comes a lot into play with makeup. You want to cast the right shadows, because if you cast the wrong shadows, things start to look weird. But like all these points that I am drawing on is completely optional, up to you. You don't have to contour it like the way I do. I just do it because this works best from my face, because I have a longer face. If you more rounder face, you want to make sure everything balances out right, you know? So this is what the end product for me looks like when I am finished with my contour and my highlight. So, you know, when I have all this, then I set with powder. Gag it! So now the next step for me is I like to start my brows. So, if you did like the little nub thing that I do, basically you're just gonna use that as like a kind of like a guide to draw the brows. And sorry, I'm like really fucking concentrated. I'm like really concentrated. But like a basic shape like that, like you can see where my regular brow is, and then a lift, like a small lift like that can go a long way for your face. So when you take your time to draw the brow, you should get something, you know, kind of a little arched or exaggerated like this. You know, real cute. Purr. And if you'll see, let me get a little closer. If you see, like, I've kind of messed up the ends, but if you take something like, you know, like a white cream, and then, let me get this out on the brush. Come on. Hello? Hello? There we go. Okay. Oh my god. It was fine with me. You can use something like a white, and you can really, like, carve it out and fix your mistake. And I like to do, personally, this is like a me thing. I don't even think I learned this anywhere, but I feel like if you put white on your, under your eye, it makes that eyebrow pop. And also, if you drag it down, it gives you a good base for your eyeshadow that we're eventually going to place. So, like, if you know, drag that down with a little excess product on your brush, and you drag it down, like, you know, down here, where we're going to make a new eyelid, it gives you, like, a good base. So now that we're done with that part, we are on to the eyes. I'm only doing one eye right now on camera to just show you. Plus, this is my good side. Now's on to the hardest part. The part that I dread. We are doing eyeliner. Eyeliner is really hard at first. You have to have a really precise hand. You cannot have shaky hands. Girl, I need to look in the mirror when I do this. So, can you see that? Oh, God. So, what I like to do is, I'll put a picture up on the screen. I like to do what Elvira does. She has this, like, little inner corner thing. I love Elvira to death. Like, that is literally my role model. Love Elvira to death. And she does this, like, little inner corner thing that I copied, that I took inspiration from. She does that, and it gives you, like, more of a, like, a swoop cat's eye. Like, it makes everything more sleek. And that's what I do. But you can literally just outline your eye in black and then do a wing. You don't have to do the inner corner thing like I do. It's personally what I do. Well, yes! Okay, so off camera, I finished this eye. I kind of messed up a little, but bear with me. So I did this little triangle inner corner. And then also, I forgot, I skipped a step. I'm so sorry if you're watching this in chronological order or doing it along with the video. I forgot to do powder contour. So, you know, take your little contour and, you know, do your little powder on the little areas. Because after you powder with, like, your setting powder, it kind of mutes everything a little. So you got to go back in with powder contour this time. Now we're on all powders. Unless it's like fast drying liquid, like a liquid eyeliner. But I just contoured. I put more I put powder back where things were dulled. But that's kind of the basic eye shape I do. I just make my whole lid black, and then I give myself a little wing, and then I give myself a little inner corner. And then from here, I just start with the eyeshadow. So from here, I'll take something like this, and I'll go in with the black shade. And see like how that looks kind of grayish. If you go in the black over it, like you set it with the black, it really emphasizes it and it sets it. And then I like to smoke that out because that's like the base of my smoky eye that I am doing. So I like to smoke that out just a tiny bit. Even the wing part at the end, I like to smoke that out just a tiny. And right now we're just like smoking things out. Because with a smoky eye, if you're going to do a smoky eye, you want to start from black to like a dark brown to a light brown. And then, for example, for me, then the white. And it just like all gradiates. And so like right now we're placing the foundation for the black. And the black is where easily you could go wrong. If you add too much black, it literally just looks like you have a whole giant black eye on your face. And that's not cute. So now we're going into with a clean brush into, one of these shades. So I'm going to take this dark brown one. This dark brown one. Dust off the extra powder because fallout is terrible. And then you see that, how it starts to build and then, gradiate. You can see I didn't get all the glue. Make sure you get all the extra glue because otherwise you look crazy. But I always look crazy. Insert picture. I'm hoping I'm having fun editing this because I'm just insert picture. Insert picture. Insert picture. I could have added 3 different crazy pictures of me just there. Who knows? Okay, so I did a bunch off camera. I do apologize. I keep doing that. I'm really fake for that. But anyways, I did a little black on my under eye with, I just tight lined is what the term is. I tight lined. I made sure there was black under my under eye, give the drama. And then I added some white with like a white liner, but you can literally use the white from this and just put it right there. I finished smoking this out with, with the building of the browns, and I smoked it out. So there's that step. Now it's gonna be the other eye, which I will do off camera because this is my terrible eye, and this might cost me like 30 minutes. 30, yes.
Do you know you have 30 minutes? Are you kidding me? 30, yes.
Okay, so now I spent 30 minutes of my life doing this. I'm not exaggerating when I say that. I literally take so long to do the other eye because this inner corner, literally, I don't know why this eye is shaky and I blink a lot and it makes me mess up my inner corner. But we are now done with that eye. So now on to my favorite part. After I do this eye, I reward myself with blush. Now, blush is my favorite part. Blush is kind of like contour, but it's just really colorful. So, I like to go in with this blush right here. And then I like to go onto the side and onto my temple right here. And I like to go really in. Like, really in. I hope that's picking up on the camera. But I like to go really in and just in these areas right here. And then also my nose. But then also, I'm a little crazy. I like to go in with a hot pink. And I go really in. Like I said, I am legit crazy. I'm a model.
I'm literally a model.
Okay, so now that legit half my face is now pink, now we're on our final touches. At least for me, I'm on my final touches. We are on to the lips. So for lips, I like to do a lot of things. I cannot find any of the things I need today. Where are these things? Where are they? So I actually found it. So we will now be going on to lips. So lips, I feel, is another thing that can make or break the mug. So I personally, for me, I like to overdraw a tiny bit. I overdraw my bottom lip and I overdraw a little bit on my top lip. As you can see, I have a mole, so I don't like to overdraw over the mole. I just like to connect this. So let me show that real quick. I like to close off that Cupid's bow, and then I hold my breath. And then I like to do it right there, and then I just connect it at the thing. I'll show that when I'm done lining. So this is what it looks like lined. I line with black because I like having a little spooky edge to me. But you can line with any kind of color. You can do where is it? You can line with, a cool tone, not cool tone, a nude or a cool toned. You can line with whatever. Or you can even do just like a full on, you can just do the full on red. Or whatever color you choose to do for your lips. Next, I like to just put on the color. Now, here's another thing that I do that's like completely just a me thing. I like to see what I did here on this side. I like to put a little shadow. It kind of adds a shadow, adds an effect to your lips. It gives it dimension. And then I'll show it in a second. I like to put a little bit of white in the middle, and then it gives it a full dimensional moment. It'll make sense. And then that is the outcome. See, it fully gives a full dimension. You add a bunch of shading to your lips instead of just one flat color. But you can do one flat color if you want. If you got really good big natural lips already, do that. But this is what works for me. So now we are on to the final touches, setting spray, highlighter, lashes, mascara, the whole shebang. So usually what I like to do once I have the lips done and all that, I like to set with a setting spray. Personally, I like to use the matte because where is this one? So I used to use the Max Fix Plus, but I realized that it is a hydrating setting spray. And I'm naturally already normal to oily skin already. So I don't need something hydrating because it literally about an hour into my makeup, I'm already oily and my nose is breaking down and everything's all shiny. So what I like to use is a matte setting spray. Matte. And so I just legit I just died. You want to drown your face in it. Not to the point where you literally gas yourself out, but you saw. And this will keep you together. Now, now you want to get into highlighter. So I have this palette, and this center row, I have a bunch of highlighters. So I'm just gonna go in with like just a normal highlight. I'm just put it on my finger because I don't have time. I'm literally filming this in the middle of the night before class tomorrow. And do that. And then when you get hit from the side, not literally hit, but when the light hits you from the side, it gives the illusion of like a high cheekbone. And it looks really pretty. Also, you could even put it up here. I just got scared because I felt my eyebrow come through. Even though I literally... Yeah. Next up, mascara. I'm not doing lashes just for the sake of time because I'm literally just going to rip this right back off. But especially after you do a bunch of white and stuff, like, it's gonna be a lot of like white buildup and powder and stuff on your brow, not brows, your eyelashes, and it's not cute. So you gotta put the black back on those eyelashes. And then next is just like other little tiny little things that you want to do to re-add color. Like, I add shimmer. I add a shimmer shade on my lids. And then it helps when, like I said, the light hits you. Boom. That gives the illusion of a lid right there. It gives the illusion of a new lid when people see it from a different light. Speaking of lid, hold up. One more step. I'm so sorry about this one last step, but usually what I say for last, I like to go with the white and make like a little lid. A lot of drag queens do this because it gives the illusion of an eyelid. I'm so sorry I left this for last, but I usually always do it last, and then I put my lash on, and then I put my wig and all that on. So I'm gonna do it off camera on one eye just to show you. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that well, but I added that, and it gives the illusion of, another eyelid or eyelid-esque thing. Sometimes I pull it out all the way back here. You can, or you could just do a tiny little one, but that's usually what I do right there. And it helps give me a little, a little lid. Okay, so that is, kind of like the finished idea. At least for me. You can add tons of more to it. You can add way more blush than me, even though I add a crazy amount already. You can add more contour. You could add way more highlighter, so you can be seen from the moon. But we're all done. Don't breathe that in this time. Okay, so I usually set that one last more time, make sure I'm good. I make sure to get my nose because I'm especially oily there. But I'm going to go put on a wig and a little cute little outfit, and I'll be right back with the last thoughts. Strike the pose. And this is the final look. I hope you all had a fun time watching me do art. I'm kidding. This was really fun. some quick little end tips. Drag is supposed to be fun. If you struggle a bit, it's fine. We all struggle. I struggle a little bit with this. It takes me about 3 hours to do this. I did this in 2 because I got class in the morning. But, you know, this is cute. This is real cute. I'm giving a little country moment. I'm giving a little dolly. But, you know, drag is supposed to be fun. Just have fun with it. Come up with the silliest name ever. I came up with my name in a walk-ons. Like, just come up with the most silliest name. You want to be a drag king? Name yourself Tyler Knoll. Boom, right there. You want to be an alien drag queen? Aria 51. And those are the top of my head. Just come up with something stupid. Be stupid with it. Have fun. Live life, do drag. We're all born naked and the rest is what? Clinical depression. No, it's actually drag. Bye now. Boo. Anyways, that is it for this informational video, this film, this entertainment power hour. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the follow button, and unpleasant dreams.